What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and let's talk for a second about video game leaks. This is a part that's a little bit fuzzy in the game industry. It's hard to figure out where the truth is and where the lies are. You know, right now I look extremely tired, and it's because I was up basically all night trying to watch a special press conference in Japan. This was the Sony announcement going on at Tokyo Game Show. There were some leakers tipping off that something major could go down, something like a new handheld or some sort of new piece of hardware. Well, I stayed up all night to cover this because that's my job, and unfortunately, nothing really major was shown. We got some new release dates and we saw some new gameplay of Monster Hunter, and that's fantastic, but nothing to the caliber of what was expected. And it's made me realize that video game leaks are just such a hit and miss thing now. So much is being leaked, it's hard to find out what's true and what's not. I'm somebody who's personally been given a lot of little details and stuff I'm not supposed to know about. Anybody who works online, you're probably going to come across leaks here and there, but verifying them, trying to figure out where the bullshit really lies is difficult, because there's also a lot of misinformation. For every single cool confirmed release date or piece of concept art that you get your hands on, there's also a bunch of 4chan posts. Verifying the truth is becoming more and more difficult, so I guess the point of all this is just me saying, trust sources. Trust the YouTubers that you already trust. Listen to their words, but also try and take everything with a grain of salt. Personally, there's stuff that I've been shown that I can never talk about. Stuff I absolutely know is true. But then there's also weird stuff that's been handed off to me by friends inside of companies that is so weird I don't think it'll ever come out, even though I know it's being worked on. Like, I have seen concrete evidence that there's some sort of project being worked on within Square Enix Studios called Final Fantasy X-3. I don't think that's actually going to be completed, though. It's probably a 3-man experimental team just working on the concept just to see if that's even a good, feasible idea. This is kind of the problem with being a YouTuber or being any sort of gaming personality, is people inside these companies end up becoming friends with you, they like your work, and they want to actually talk to you. Well, sometimes when they're talking to you, they'll say stuff they're not supposed to. Just like I'm sure your friends tell you about stuff about their job that they're probably not supposed to leak. Well, gaming leaks are such a blurry line. The stuff we're seeing now is a big evidence of that. Somebody like Jason Schreier at Kotaku has leaked so much crazy giant stuff. He gets all the Destiny leaks, all the Assassin's Creed leaks, everything that guy drops is gold. But if he's even slightly wrong on one detail, he gets called a liar. He'll guess that something's coming out November 17th, it gets announced November 13th, and he looks like a jerk. When I just think people need to understand that leaks are such a fuzzy thing. Personally, I trusted this leaker last night. Obviously, I'm so dead tired I can hardly keep my eyes open right now, but I trusted him because he seemed like a good source. But now that he turned out to be wrong, I'm not going to get mad at him. I don't feel like he should get backlash because he probably heard from a very good source that September 19th is when we'd see this gadget, but we didn't. In an age of the internet where anybody can have a voice, confirming the reality of stuff is difficult. Companies are always working on 50 million secret projects. I guarantee you that right now, somewhere, there's a playable build of Halo 6. But what are you going to do about it? Even if somebody right now says that, oh man, Halo 6, it turns out that Master Chief's running around naked, and they have a concrete awesome source, including like crazy screenshots, it's still hard to believe that, because the game's not done. If somebody leaks that there's a new PlayStation Vita, of course I'm going to be excited, of course I'm probably going to stay up all night again like an idiot, but it may not be true. I don't know, I guess I'm just frustrated and I want to vent about it. This is my venting video, excuse me. I'm sitting in the back part of my office just organizing my books and trying to stay awake. Sometimes this business can be exhausting, and I'm sure it's even worse for the audience. People like y'all who aren't really getting anything out of this probably heard me and the Spawncast people talking about all these leaks and stayed up late with me. If you were up all night to try and see this stupid new handheld and it turned out not to be true, I apologize. This business can be messy, and I feel like sometimes I get pulled along with the hype just as much as anybody else. But these have just been my random thoughts on gaming leaks and gaming lies. It's a messy, messy situation. But thank you for watching. I'm going to go take a nap and then play Final Fantasy IX, because you know what? That's something we did see last night that was epic! Thanks so much for watching, gamers. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. Ooh, man. It's a Model 1 Genesis. It's beautiful. I always loved that it had this headphone jack. I actually used to use that a lot. Oh, hi. I'm just working on the next video. If you want to see what it is, go ahead and click this button and you can subscribe. Also, if you click these video links, you can see my latest review and my latest top 10. Now I'm just going to sit here for a minute and wait for you to subscribe. Oh, I guess I could put on these giant glasses. I literally found these on a roller coaster.